Hello there, this is DBT, and this Art of Rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8, and today, as you can see on the title and the thumbnail, and even right now, I'm gonna be driving the Ajlani Drakuma, which I'm completely certain that I'm probably mispronouncing, but hey, that's how I say Ajlani. And that is because currently, this is the ending car hunt, and I know that I'm very late to test this car, but you know, I was busy doing other stuff as well. But here we are, right before this ends. I'm gonna test it out for you to decide if this is worth it or not. If you like my content, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe. Also, if you want to support me directly, please consider joining the membership program. The information is right there on that join button. But alright, so what is the deal with that? First, let's have a look at the car hunt, which is gonna end in about 17 hours from the moment that I'm recording this. However, there's really not a whole lot to see in this car hunt. You know how this is. All the car hunts have been the same for the past, what, 2 months now? Where if you got premium for the price of, holy moly, $20, this is about $20 in my local currency, you would be able to unlock the main car, which is the Drakuma over here. Obviously, it doesn't show because I already owned it from before. And the quote-unquote free card still at tier 19 still is the DS E10s. I've made a video on it, so if you want to check it out, link is appearing in the top right about now. But yeah, and in terms of the rest of the premium lane, well, there's the 50% discount coupon in tier 25, which you can get to unless you have the car at Pro, at which point you don't need this coupon. So is this worth it? $20? I'm gonna say no. I'm sorry, but right away I'm gonna say no. I don't think any of these offers for $20 are worth anymore. But hey, you know, I keep trying to tell Game Love that they should probably change this, but if they don't want to listen, it is what it is. But like I said, we're gonna be trying this car in Classic Series, so let me select the car and activate some boosters. And there it is. Alright, so the car of Class S, maximum rank of 1860. Here are all the stats in case you want to look at that, but as I say every single time, this doesn't help you very much until you actually play with the car. Now, I just want to take a second to have a look at the car because, man, this is a very interesting car. The first time that this was revealed here in Asphalt 8, I made a comparison, a bit of a joke, saying that this car was just the tessellated version of the Lycan Hypersport, because it reminds me a little bit of it. But the reality is that I actually do like this car quite a bit. I think it's very interesting looking, and well, that is what we're gonna be driving. So let's hope that we find some races, and let's see what this thing can do. Now, I was testing this car a little bit before I started recording this video in Master Season, and I'll tell you that it actually doesn't feel like a bad car to drive. Now, obviously, it's not gonna be a king or anything, you can tell by the rank alone, but it still feels like a relatively comfortable car to drive. The handling feels good. The drifting, I thought it was worse, but no, it's pretty good. I mean, compared to things like the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT Black Series, of which I made videos, MP tuning it someday. I will make a pro video on that, I promise. Oh, Jesus, I'm fine. This thing definitely drifts better than that, so that is a bit of a blessing, I suppose. Once you've driven a car like that, like the... Oh, no! We're fine. Don't panic, people. I got this under control. Once you've driven, or rather drifted the AMG GT Black, anything else feels like, oh wow, this actually drifts good. So maybe that is why I feel like this isn't bad at all. Like I said, it's not like, wow, this thing is an absolute beast of a car or anything, but it's definitely very, very usable. Now, if you can't hear the engine, that is unfortunately kind of normal, because this uses another one of those engines that are pretty low on volume. And maybe I have my music too loud, so I'll adjust that for the next race. But for now, at least you can look at this beauty. And of course, I'm driving it on yellow, because apparently nowadays I like cars in yellow. Second place, not too bad of a result. Now, considering that this is a track in which normally I do okay, I'm not too surprised. I got beaten by Iconics at Jesco, but I did beat at the Veil, Lycan Halloween, Faraday 300 plus, MP4 20. Well, okay, this doesn't count because this is much lower rank. Faraday, Cyan, Devo, and MP4 31. Lovely stuff. All right, let's find another race to do. As usual, here's the race counter so that you can see all of these races are sequential. And yes, I just confirmed that my music was way too loud. It was like 80% louder than it should have been. So sorry about that. It's fine. It's back to normal. But yeah, so let's keep on trying this car because, man, I tell you, actually, well, if you had joined the membership before, I mean, there's the invitation. But yeah, I actually, in one of the Remembers exclusive videos, I showed precisely the process of upgrading this car. And I started, whoa, what the f? How I upgraded this car. The funny thing is that I upgraded it even before I knew that this was going to be a car hunt. I just had this car half upgraded for quite a while, and I was like, I should probably finish it. And I want to drive it because I do like the car. And look at that. It just so happens that this is the car that later, I don't know, a week later or so, it became the car hunt, and I'm like, wow, that's convenient. And that's why I wanted to record this video, because you know that whenever there's a car hunt, if I have the car upgraded, I will be doing a protest to try to help you decide if it's worth it. But, well, as I said earlier in this video, I don't think there has been a single case lately where I've said, yeah, this might be worth it. Not anymore. At the price that the car hunts are, at right now, and what they offer, I mean, $20 for the car. Basically, you're just paying $20. You're paying $20 for the car and some other goodies. But this car, for example, I'm not 100% sure, but a lot of these cars that show up in the car hunts are also cars that you can get straight up from the multiplayer store, in which you don't have to spend a cent. Now, granted, you need to grind quite a bit in order to get the currency to buy them. But still, it's a free-to-play alternative as opposed to paying 20 bucks. Alright, the Bell and Senna and Faraday beat me, but I did beat a Faraday and a Renault. All because of an unfortunate situation earlier on, but it's alright, it happens. That's why I like showing these races, because, hey, multiplayer is random. And, you know, I still want to make a video precisely showing well, I mean, to a certain extent, this is what these videos are, but I want to make a video precisely showing how a lot of these cars that people get to consider that they're bad simply because they're not the best, are so underrated. Underrated meaning that, you know, the performance is not as bad as people think they are. Because, yeah, they might not be amazing cars, but that doesn't mean that they're not, oh god, they're not useful, they're not helpful. For example, over here in multiplayer, they definitely are. A lot of cars are, and in fact, I want to make that video with the AMG GT Black, so expect that, I don't know, maybe later this week or next week. I'm precisely talking about how a car that even has bad drift, like I keep complaining about that car, doesn't instantly mean that the car is straight up garbage. Which is, you know, the hyperbole that I see a lot of people fall into with, like, oh, this car is bad in this thing, so it absolutely means the car is absolute trash. No, it isn't. It is there, you know? It will work alright. Now, again, I make that clarification nowadays a lot more because, well, I understand that not making the clarification... Oh, everybody's going for the shortcut over there. Okay, fair enough. Not making this clarification can create the confusion that I understand that now. I understand that cars like this, for example, or the AMG or whatever, they're not as good for Gauntlet because Gauntlet is an incredibly hyper-competitive game mode. I get that. But when it comes to multiplayer, which is what I play the most, any car will do. Alright, so I got defeated by 2 Faradays, but that is me, the Drakuma beating a 110 Senna, the Vel Solus MP431, though not fully upgraded, Sharon 110, 2 Faradays and the like, and look at that, I'm telling you, not that bad. You know what? I'm gonna change the color of the car. Now let's do one more race with this color, and then we'll change it. Okay, here we go, another race in this track, so maybe this is my opportunity to get a W in this video, maybe? I don't know. At least I'll get a W when I'm testing against the AI, that's gotta help for something, right? But yeah. Ooh, Racer Tachyon. One of the electric cars that I like just because of how crazy it looks. What can I say? I like cars that look absolutely bonkers. You can tell that the acceleration on this thing isn't necessarily amazing. But, again, thanks to ghosting, cars that don't have amazing acceleration at least now no longer have to suffer. Oh, Jesus Christ. They no longer have to suffer the knockdowns at the very, very start of the race. And someone told me in a comment a couple of videos ago, that the problem... Ooh, I missed the last one, damn it. That the problem with this, the ghosting, is that while it does help the slow accelerating cars, it also gives a tremendous advantage to the very fast accelerating cars. And I agree. I agree 100% that it's a massive advantage to them. But they already had the advantage. So I would rather them continue with that advantage than to continue to mess up players at the very start of the race. Because to me, it is more annoying to lose a race because I got knocked down in the first 2 seconds of the race and there was absolutely no way of recovering from that, than to see a car that simply is just, you know, I just shot away over there, but at least I don't get to wreck, and instead of finishing in 7th, 8th, 9th because I got knocked down instantly, I get 5th place, you know? To me, that has more value, so that's why either way, the super OP cars remain super OP. That hasn't changed, but at least they no longer negatively affect the other players in the sense of the knockdown. So yeah, that's how I look at it. 3rd place, not too bad. I got defeated by a Senna. Wow, a Senna won this. Interesting. Deus Vayan, but I did beat a Racer, McLaren MP431, 300 plus, Faraday, FXXK, Artura, and a Devel 16. All right, now it's time to change the color, and actually, we're gonna do something else. You know what's coming. You've seen these videos, of course. It's the testing. First test, as usual, is going to be the drift. What? Spiral drift test. I have to remember what I call these things. Let's see how good this is. Oh man, I hit the wall. All right, well. Oh Jesus, I bounced on the inside of the wall. Okay, that was terrible. Let me try again. I'm sure I can do better than what I did on the last one. So let's see. Oh yeah, so not. Oh my, that was my fault again. All right, third time's the charm. See, the thing is that I'm underestimating the drift of this car. So, hold on, let me focus here. Yeah, no, the drift it's pretty decent. I mean, you can see that it's not the tightest drift ever, but I still need to release a little bit in order to not hit the inside of the wall like I did in the last 2 attempts. Now, in the opposite side, I don't know, I think I got the hang of this. I might be able to do this one all right. Let's see. Get out of the way, Sharon. What? Physics issue, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Yep, it's decent. It's definitely better than the... Oh, DBT, could you please stop talking about the AMG? Yes, okay, I'll stop talking about it. But this is pretty decent, I think. And of course, we also have time to wall test with Pagani Huara, apparently. Huara VC, I should say. Get out of the way. All right, he didn't push me enough to really change my trajectory, so this should be all right. And there was a time to wall. Let's try one more time. All right, let's see what we can do over here. Please don't get in the way. Stay on your lane. All right, he pushed me ever so slightly again, but again, I don't think that's really gonna change very much, although it changed my trajectory a tiny little bit. But all right, there's a time to wall. Is that useful? I don't know. Why don't you let me know in the comments? How does this compare to the proper kings of this? How about we put it, just to make it a bit more explanatory, why don't you tell me the lowest acceleration in the game for this bracket and the highest acceleration, and then obviously also this one. I mean, and this is only obviously for the people who are really into those type of numbers, like I'm looking at you, Victor. Ooh, it happened again. The game is like, oh, you're testing the drift of the car. Let me give you Sector 8 reverse. So let's see what we can do over here. Again, acceleration may not be... No! All right, that was my mistake. That was my mistake. I started the drift a tiny bit too soon. I hit the inside of the wall, and that was the end of my race. God damn it, this would have been a fantastic opportunity to showcase the ability of this car, and all that I showcased was the lack of ability by the driver, so... Yay! Oh, well. You know, stuff like this happens, it's fine. Therein lies the fun, quote-unquote, of multiplayer. Really, I don't know. I can live with when randomness happens. I just hate when bad results happen because I literally just messed something up really terribly. Now, I've always said that I'm kind of not great at this particular track, so this just proves it. It really just proves it, but, you know, as people say nowadays, it is what it is. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, just... listen. Yes, absolutely, that was... Yes! 6th place, let's go! Alright, I'm not even gonna try to justify myself anymore. Let's keep going. Oh, you know what? Well, we're waiting over here for the next race. If you want to get a heart and a pin in this video, you need to leave me the key phrase, which for today is going to be Drifting Dragon the Drakuma that dramatically drags drive shafts drenched in the dreamiest drizzle that drowns drafting drivetrains. What, you want it again? Sure. Drifting Dragon the Drakuma that dramatically drags drive shafts drenched in the dreamiest drizzle that drowns drafting drivetrains. First person to post it gets the heart, the pin. You know how this works, right? Alright, so go ahead. What I love about this whole thing of the key phrases is imagine somebody that is just stumbling on a video like this and they don't know our little game and whatnot, and they just look at the comments and they see this absolutely draconian, pun intended, bunch of text that makes absolutely no sense. Because make no mistakes, this key phrases that I'm giving you nowadays don't really make a whole lot of sense, but it doesn't matter. All I like is the alliteration of it. But yeah, I would imagine that somebody must be like, what the heck are these guys talking about? Are they summoning demons or what's going on here? But yes. Anyway. Ooh, I like this track. Ah, you mother lover! Oh, come on. That wasn't even my fault. He pushed me. Oh, man. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Stuff happens. Okay, why don't you tell me also in the comments, what do you find more frustrating? When you're doing a race, things are going all right, and someone pushes you and messes up your race, or do you find more frustrating when you're doing a fantastic race and you yourself mess up the race because you make an absolutely dumb as heck mistake? Which one is more frustrating to you? I don't know. I think personally, it frustrates me more when it's my own terrible mistake. Because when someone else does it, I had no power over it. Now, yeah, obviously it's annoying, like, oh, did this dude just ruin my race? But when this quote-unquote dude is myself that I messed up because something that should have been easy to do, I messed up, that's when I'm like, oh my, are you kidding me? But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. By the way, oh, shush. Oh, good. No, we're fine. Did you see that steal of the filth? The 5th place? Let's go. All right, got defeated by all of this stuff, but I did beat all of this stuff as well. Okay, sure. Oh, boy. But, oh, I didn't wait for the spinny thing. Come on, give me my replay button. Give me my replay button. There it is. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. But anyway, if I was forced to give some what would I say, grades to this car, I would say probably acceleration. From 0 to 10, I would give it like a 7. Nothing amazing, but not bad either. Maybe a 6.5. I don't know. For Class S, obviously. Nitro seems just alright, so I would give it a flat 6. Nothing amazing, nothing terrible. Drifting feels like a... You know what? I would say this is the 6th car because it's a lot of 6s. I don't think it's amazing at anything, but again, I don't want to make it sound like that instantly makes it a bad car. At the end of the day, oh my god, would you... I'm fine. I'm okay. Don't worry about it. At the end of the day, I do like the idea of having cars with different strengths and weaknesses. And this car doesn't seem to have any particular strength, any particular weakness. It's just made just about anything. And I think that definitely has a... what would I say? It has a place in the balance. Not everything can be amazing, not everything should be terrible, some stuff should be quite alright, just okay at everything, and I think that is the case with this car. But I'm telling you, that drift suddenly coming from the AMG... DBT, stop talking about that car! It feels alright. But why don't you let me know in the comments also what you think about this car? Do you think it's a good one, it's a bad one? Do you like how it looks? Because I certainly do. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel again, check the membership if you would like to support me. But that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!